Hello again, everyone. I'm afraid that since I got back from my holiday, I've been somewhat under the weather, cough and a cold, one thing and another. So I'm going to try and do a short video, hopefully that I don't dissolve into fits of coughing in the middle. So I'm still using my holiday, or things I saw or bought or whatever on my holiday as inspiration. And today I want to make a card inspired by this little chap. I bought him from Norway for Cleo. So I thought I would do a little card today with a moose. So we'll put him on one side. I cut a card base, a square one. I think this is about 6 inches, is it? I'm not really sure. Let's have a look. Yes, it's just under 6 inches square. It's the largest square card that I can get from a UK sheet of A4 card. Cut a front panel. This is just slightly smaller than the front of the card. And I've cut an aperture. Just use these two press cut dies from my nesting set. So I've got a front panel, and into that panel I wanted to put a couple of mountains, and like so, and I've got a Gummiapan moose that I would like to put kind of there. So that's sort of it, really. I'm not sure of the make of the mountains. I will have a look. Maybe memory box, maybe Simon Says stamp. I'm not really sure. I've stuck 2 together there. I've got 2 here to stack to give it a little bit of extra strength, and I have 2. Do you say mooses? I don't think you say meese, do you? 2 die cuts of a moose to stick together to put ready for him. I've got a scrap of card here, which I thought I would use just to do a bit of sky for the background. So I'll pop that out of the way for the minute. And I think I'll start off by doing the sky. And for the sky, I thought I would use Distress Oxide Speckled Egg. And to do it, I'm just going, let me just cut a bit of this off. I don't need all of this. That will do. So I'm just going to put a little onto my mat. I'm going to squirt some water onto it, and I'm just going to dab. And I'm just wondering whether I should actually use the flat side rather. This is linen card. I'm just wondering if I should use the flat side rather than the textured side, but it doesn't matter. Right, that will actually do, I think. And I think I'll just try a little paper towel just to make the impression of a cloud, maybe. Doesn't seem to be working, but it's fine. I'll leave that to dry. Okay. Now, I would like to colour the... Let me stick these 2 together first of all, just quickly. It just gives a little bit more dimension and a little bit more definition to the die cut itself if it's got 2 thicknesses. And obviously you don't cut 2 thicknesses at once because you wouldn't get such a clear cut. So you cut them separately and then stick them together. Okay, so there's my mountain. I intend leaving the snow on the mountain just white as is. Now to colour these, I thought I would use Lost Shadow. And I'm going to try and just, I just don't know if that's definite enough. Let me just put that against. We'll see, I may come back to that. I'm just going to use Lost Shadow. I'm going to drag it across. It doesn't matter if it's in lines or whatever. I think that make it more realistic, really. Same colour, and that's all I'm going to do. Okay, there's my mountains. Let's hope I can get through this really quickly without I collapse into fits of coughing. Right, there's my mountains. Now the moose. Here he is, bless him. I'll stick 2 of these together. I thought I would colour him with some markers, just to make him a bit more definite. So we'll see how we go with this. These little legs are mighty fine. I might have to pull these together with a pair of tweezers. There we go. Lovely. There we are. Isn't he sweet? Do you know, Frantic Stamper do a moose. I think he's called Adorable Moose or something. I saw it on their webpage. I've got the Adorable Fox. I think you may remember I did a few cards with a while ago. But sadly, I can't get the moose because we can't order from Frantic Stamper in the UK, which is a real shame. I managed to get the fox from a UK seller, but they don't have the moose, sadly. Right, here he is. He's 2 layers together now. So I'm going to just colour him. And I picked out some of these Nouveau markers. I've got Hazelnut Truffle, which I thought I'd do partly for his body. I've got Stonehenge, which I thought I'd use for the antlers. And what's this one? Vintage Walnut, again shading for the body. So I think I'll just start by doing the antlers with this bit, this one. There we go. Right, now a bit of shading with this one. This is the darker one. This is Vintage Walnut. Now, if you have difficulty in colouring small die cut shapes like this one, you can always pop it back into the piece of card it was cut from, bit of tape underneath to secure it, and that will hold it still while you colour it. I do that loads of times and I find it really successful. Right, now we'll use the lighter one and we'll fill in the gaps. I did wonder whether to put some white on the top, as the moose I bought for Cleo, it's got kind of whitey bits on the end of his fur. We'll see. Leaving his nostrils for a minute, I might give them a slightly different colour. I'm going over the place where the eyes are because I can redefine those with some Jelly Roll pen to give it the white, and then I can add some black or whatever for the definition in the eyes. Okay, let me just smooth this out a little bit. I think I'd like a little bit more of the dark. Oh, it's coming on all right, actually. That's not too bad. Let me just give another bit over the face, just to give a bit of shape. There we go. Right. Right. I may put this same colour from the antler, oh, wrong end, on his nostrils, just to give a little different colour. There we go. Right, now some Jelly Roll white for his, this is the one, just to redefine his eyes like that. Just have to wait for those to dry before I can add any black. Just wondering about using, I got out my Dr. Phil Martin's Bleed Proof White. I don't know if I'm going to spoil it with doing some of this. Let's just see. I can always put another layer on if I don't like it. looks all right. I think he looks all right, but I'll leave that at that. Right, I'm just going to now, is that deep enough? Where's my panel? Just wondering if I need a bit more colour in there. Let me do what I did with the mountains, with the sky. Let me just see. Might have to do this. Oh, don't know if I like it. Let me use the flat side. Right, a lot of water. Do I like that any better? Let's just see. Might be okay. Just going to give that a dry off for a moment. Let's have a look. No, I don't like that. I think I'll try a piece of watercolour paper instead. I don't like the look of that one. I think that's a bit of a failure. I'll just try again. I think I'll do the same thing. I'm going to wet this first, I think. Okay. Now I'll drag some ink across. Okay. I'll try the clouds. Get a clean piece of paper towel. I think that's better. Yeah, watercolour paper worked rather better, didn't it, rather than just ordinary card. Okay, I'll leave that to dry by itself for a minute. I may have to use my heat tool in a moment. I'm just going to put these, assemble these together. So to do that, I'm just going to put a little bit of sticky tape on the back. Cut the bit off from the side. Okay, and I'm going to insert one of these. There we go. And we've got one more to put in. Put this one on the top. Okay. There is one bit of mountain. There's another bit of mountain. Put a tiny bit of tape on this. Put in my snow. And another bit of snow. Have I just glued the wrong side? Yes, I have. So we'll put that one in the bottom. Do you know, it would help if I could put my glasses on my head, on my nose instead of on my, that's better. See what I'm doing? I put them on my head thinking I need them and forget to use them. There we go. That's better. Right. How's this doing? Just needs a bit of help. Cut off a bit of it from the bottom. Right, we're nearly there, hopefully. So, some foam tape. My favourite foam tape from sticks to anything. And if you look for this on their website and you put in foam tape, you won't actually find this thickness. For some reason, they have it described as a foam roll. So if you want this narrow stuff, put foam roll into your search bar rather than foam tape, and hopefully you'll find it. It's about £8 and change for a huge roll. Okay, nearly there. There we are. Okay, let's put, I don't know which way around to do this, whether to put this on first, stick these on first, or second. I'll stick them onto here, I think, first. Okay. And I will use my tape runner. I think that's okay. I think that'll do like that. Now I will expose this foam tape. I've had to cut my nails, they've all been breaking. So I've not got bits that can pull off tape easily. Let's just see how we're doing here. I think that'll be fine. Right. And then oh, it's just jolly close there, my goodness. I need to pop this. Oh, I've lost my mountain. Good gracious me. Can't have that, can we? Not the right kind of adhesive, obviously. Let's pop this on. There we go, that's better. Now that needs to go onto the card front. So I'll put some tape across this. Take off the rest of this backing tape. There we go. Let's try and get this on straight. There we go. No, that's not right. You know, I forgot to use... Oh, I forgot... Oh, dear. I forgot to use the glue stick, didn't I? Oh, dear me. The reason I do the glue stick is so that it doesn't grab the card front before I've absolutely finalised where its position is. And so, nearly came a cropper then. Okay, let's try again. This one's really quite close in size. That's better. There we go. Now, here's my moose, and I thought he could go kind of there, or he might go in. Should he go in there? I think I prefer him in the foreground, so I'll put a little tiny piece of... I'm just wondering whether I should cut him out of... Do you know, I'm thinking whether I might cut him out of a foam sheet, a double-sided foam sheet. Have I got one handy? I've got a bit here. I don't want his legs because his legs are going to be on this bit here. So if I cut it out like this, that should actually do it, shouldn't it? Let's just do this. All right, let's try. This foam sheet I got from Craft Stash, and it's amazing stuff for adding dimension to intricate stuff. So let's just have a look. Cuts out absolutely, look at that, beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. Right, take off the front piece and stick it to my moose. There we go. Where's my tweezers? There we are. Just get the layers together. Don't want the legs, because the legs are going to be... Let's try. There we are. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the legs, and then we'll stick him down. There we are. There we are. Oh, he's not in a very good position. Put him a bit higher. That's better. That's better. Now, whether I add a sentiment or not is kind of anybody's guess, really, but don't know if I like that or not. I think I'll have to have a little think about it. So, I hope I'm not so croaky next time, and that I can do something a little bit more fun. So until next time, thanks so much for watching.